Hey, welcome back to Totally Trucks, where we dive deep into the lessons learned from the biggest mistakes in business. Today, we're talking about a multi-billion-dollar mistake from one of the giants in the commercial vehicle industry, Scania. What went wrong? And how can companies like this avoid missteps in the future? Stick around to find out. Scania, a Swedish company that specializes in trucks, buses, and industrial engines, have been a powerhouse in the commercial vehicle sector for decades. Known for its reliable, diesel-powered vehicles, Scania made a name for itself by providing robust solutions for industries like logistics, construction, and public transport. They've been a leader in the heavy-duty truck market, and up until recently, it looked like they were going to stay on top. But even the mightiest companies can stumble. And for Scania, that stumble turned into a billion-dollar mistake. So what exactly happened? To put it simply, Scania got too comfortable with its dominance. They projected that the demand for their diesel trucks would remain steady for years to come. Based on these projections, they made massive investments to increase production capacity. You'd think more trucks would mean more profits, right? Well, not quite. Scania underestimated two major factors: the changing global regulations on emissions and the rapid shift towards sustainable transport solutions. Governments around the world began tightening emission standards, and companies started looking for greener options. But Scania? They were stuck producing traditional diesel trucks at a rate the market just wasn't demanding anymore. While Scania continued to push diesel trucks, many of its competitors, like Tesla, Daimler, and Volvo, were investing heavily in electric and alternative fuel vehicles. These companies saw the writing on the wall. The future of transportation is electric. And yet, Scania was late to the party. They delayed investing in EV technology and the infrastructure required to support it. By the time they realized the market was shifting, they were already behind. This strategic oversight cost them both in terms of lost market share and missed opportunities. Imagine being a company with Scania's resources and still getting left behind by more agile competitors. Now, here's where the financial hit comes into play. Scania found itself with a surplus of trucks that didn't meet the new regulatory standards and couldn't compete with the electric alternatives that customers were beginning to favor. The result? Billions in losses. Scania had invested in the wrong future, and it was paying a steep price for that mistake. It wasn't just about unsold inventory. It was also about wasted investments in production infrastructure. The company poured resources into expanding factories and supply chains, only to find that demand for their product was no longer there. So, what could Scania have done differently? Hindsight's 20/20, but there are a few clear lessons here that any business can take away. First, never assume the market will stay the same. Scania's failure to pivot quickly when emission regulations tightened and demand for electric vehicles grew was a costly mistake. Companies need to stay ahead of trends, not just follow them. Second, diversifying their investment into future technologies earlier on could have buffered Scania from this crisis. Even if electric trucks hadn't been the dominant force yet, it would have been smart to prepare for that eventuality. Finally, agility is key. Scania had the resources to innovate but moved too slowly. Companies that survive in rapidly changing industries are the ones that can adapt quickly, and Scania learned that the hard way. At the end of the day, Scania's billion-dollar mistake wasn't just a misstep. It was a wake-up call for businesses across all industries. As the world changes, companies need to evolve with it, or they risk being left behind. Thanks for watching Totally Trucks, and if you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. Until next time.